Hey, guys. Edition with me, Luke Evan Brooks, Passive Income. I got the Dean here. This man is the myth, the legend, everything. I don't care what y'all say. I know this guy for a long time, and this guy's always striving. And guys, if you haven't already, you need to tell your mama, tell your grandma, tell everyone to get on right now because we're about to get into the nitty gritty. And I see people coming in right now, as I say, so that's a good thing right there. So for anyone who is interested on knowing what we're talking about, we're going to be talking about marketing. We're going to talk about all types of things on how life, marketing, everything that you can think of. Because I know a lot of people wonder, like, hey, Luke, what is it that I need to find a why? And this is the man who knows the why right here. He can break it down. No sugarcoating, no,
Right.
oh, it'll be all right. You get your participating medal for trying. Nah, it's gonna be straight up and up front. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the floor to the dean. I want you to tell everyone about yourself. Where you come from, and then we'll go from there.
Well, first off, I want to say thank you for having me on, man. I mean, I don't know what to say after that, but a little bit about me. I am I'm a dating coach, and I teach men about manhood, but I also try to teach men about money and flipping their money. For me, I was always because I'm from Maryland, but when I lived in Virginia Beach, I can go back to when I was five, well not five, I think it was 6 or 7 years old, and I lost a game of marbles. I'm real competitive, and we were playing. I know it's like old marbles; they don't even know what that is, but I was playing a game of marbles, and I lost my marbles, and I went to my mother and I asked her for some money for some marbles, and she said no. So I went to the commissary and started bagging groceries. So that was how my hustle mentality started. If I wanted, well, as a kid, I asked mom, but as a man now, I've always strived to get more, to do more.
Makes sense too. I mean, that's the most important thing right there, where people have to actually get to a point and understand why. And for me, I mean, dealing with it, like I'm in the military. Before I even got in the military, you know what we used to do? We used to talk about all types of stuff out here. Relationships and stuff like that, and making money. And it got to a point for me where, like, when dealing with the military is one thing, but dealing with the nonsense is another thing. I won't even lie. And I got some folks in here in the military, but it's just like some people have worked so long where people thought where you can do 20 years and retire. Now in the military, it's like, no, man, you can't even do that now. You can get like this 401k that we're offering, and a lot of guys are looking for another way, and females, they're looking for another way to make some money without getting themselves in trouble. So
Right, right.
um, I
Always.
noticed something. What gravitated me was the Amazon. A lot of people was
Yeah.
trying to do the Amazon thing, and they can't figure it out. I mean, I have people out here crying on YouTube and stuff like that. Can you elaborate on how you started to get into that?
Well, what happened was a few years ago. I'm all one thing about me. I always keep my ear to the ground, and I always look for ways to hustle. For me, I was taught to always build streams of income. Don't just be satisfied with one income. When I was like a mail clerk back in the old days, I would write poetry and sell that. You know what I mean? So I would do a lot of things to bring different streams in. So I'm always got my ear to the ground with Instacart, Uber, Lyft. I mean, I did all those things. I created hustles for these things. So when I saw what Amazon was doing, they mentioned it, and I was like, okay, what's this about? And it's like, make $25 an hour, which is a lie because you make much more depending on how fast you work. But once I heard about that, I kept my ear to the ground. And when they came to our city, I signed up and I was on it. I mean, I jumped on it, and it's the easiest. And for me, I like to drive. I'm always by myself. I like to be a loner. So I love driving. I don't mind just being in my car, listening to music, sports, or classical music, just driving. So you've got to want to know, you got to like to drive. But when I heard about it, I just jumped on it, man. And Amazon is bad. It's great because the way they set up, the way they set everything up, they set it up where you can really make money. And then, if you want, I can show you the app and how it works and all that. If you like, just let me know.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean,
definitely, because a lot of people are trying to figure this out. They're like, "Hey, man, like, what do I need to do?" Because I get tired of people walking up to me, telling me I don't know what to do. I said, "Guys, you got a car?" And they're like, "Yeah, why?" I'm like, "Okay, like, do you have the internet?" "Yeah, why?" Okay, you halfway there, at the
right,
end of the day.
right.
So as far as dealing with that, I mean, do you work in a team, or is this you solo, or how does
No, no,
that basically go?
it's a solo thing. You look at the app, and they'll give you a job, and you take the job if you want it or you don't. You swipe it, and once you swipe and take the job, it's just pulling up, parking, scanning, and going and dropping it off. That's all it is. So
Got you.
it's so easy. Even the not even the boxes, because they deal with Whole Foods. So they have where you just go to the grocery store. They got everything bagged up. You just take the bags and drop them off, and it's mad crazy tips. I'm saying $30 an hour plus on top of 63 dollars worth of tips. So
Wow. So you
yeah,
don't have to basically have to like talk to the person. You can just leave that package there and just be like, okay, I left your package. I'm good to go. Or how does that go about?
yeah, well, there's two ways of doing it. If you run into them, yes, you give it to them. But basically, they'll if it's food, they'll instruct you. But basically, when you walk up and you're about to put the box or the food there, you
Hmm.
just put it there, and then you just take a photo to show that it's there, and you're gone. It's like you drive because it'll tell you where to go. I mean, this is how it's not even fair. They will guide you where you gotta go. Make a right here, make a left here. You're at your destination, and then you get out and you scan your package. After you scan your package, you bring it up, drop it off, take a photo of the package, and you're done. That's it. That's it, man.
That sounds like Stevie Wonder can do this job, right?
Oh, Stevie Wonder's cousin can do this, man.
Oh my God. So I mean that's a good hustle right there. Now what other streams are you doing besides like Amazon? Just curious.
Well, another one I was doing was Uber and Lyft.
Hmm.
What I was doing was I was taking it to another level, and that's why I would get a lot of money and a lot of things going on, because what I would do is see the normal Uber and Lyft guy, they'll just pick the person up and take them wherever they want to go. What I did was I would have a basket of Milano cookies, I would have mints, I would have water. I took two flat screen tablets, put it in the back of my seat, and one side they could watch Netflix, the other side they could watch Amazon Prime, and I made it very convenient for them and was very professional. And not only did that I make so much money off of that, but I would have people to say, you know what, look, I will pay you, 50 or $100. Just pick me up, take me to the airport. Or when I get back from the airport, I need your information. So, I mean, it was a great hustle. So it was that going on. And then there's another one, Instacart. Instacart is where you go shopping for people. And I'm not ashamed because the money's just too good not to do this. Instacart, you would start off, maybe they would give you, I don't know, I'm gonna give you an example. Like they'll pay you $50 to shop for 15 items at the grocery store. So and that's barring tips. So you shop for the 15 items, you drop it off, and then later on they'll tip you, especially when you're in these rich neighborhoods. So I have different incomes coming in through all those hustles, man. And I'm always looking for the next best thing.
Yeah, that makes sense right there. I didn't think of it like I seen that one time in a Uber car. It had like everything laid out where people can just like, hey, I can get this. Hell, this stuff is pretty nice. Like, hey, you need some cologne. I said, whoa, man, you got some cologne in there? Like, it had a little samples.
Yeah. I didn't do the cologne. I just kept it simple. I kept it water, Milano cookies, and like mints. And but the thing that grabbed them was the Amazon Prime and the Netflix, so they could watch it, or if they had kids in the car, they could watch it, and they were just blown away by how it was. I mean, it was just like wow, you know.
Yeah, that's amazing right there. I think that's pretty cool right there because a lot of people don't think like this. Like, hey,
No,
before this whole coronavirus thing, people were just like, okay, I'm all right with this 9 to 5, but now their money looking funny, as I always tell
right.
people, and they're like, I'm trying to figure out what I can do, things of that sort. So as far as that goes, I mean, I think that's pretty interesting right there. As far as this that hustle, have you ever did affiliate marketing or anything of that sort?
No, I always stayed away from affiliate marketing because to me, especially in what I teach, affiliate marketing is not a good thing to go into because what I'm saying is what I teach you isn't good enough. Buy the other guy's stuff. So I never did affiliate marketing, but to kind of go back on what you were saying about the 9 to 5 job, when I was working 9 to 5, I was work, I did the army as well, Kids Kingdom. I did a little, gigolo and little horror stuff, but here and there, that's here and there. But outside of those things, I was always working. I mean, I was working on a children's book called The Adventures of Frisky the Fairy with Honey Bunny, Tiki the Squirrel, Sneaky Snake, Ollie Alligator. I mean, so I'm always thinking of things in ways that I can expand because the beautiful thing about the internet is that I don't have to see you to sell you. I can sell what I have and get it to you from the comfort of my home.
That's nice right there. I like that. That's pretty nice right there. So you create your
Yeah.
own product right there where people can do. I like that right there. For me, I like doing the courses. I like to create like courses because a lot of folks, like I get harassed sometimes on Facebook where I can go into like a group and the group might have a couple of things and I put my little spill in there, my knowledge and whatnot. And people say, oh, that's pretty nice. And then you turn around, someone say, hey, I want to be your friend. And then they become your friend, and then they just throw their damn what is it called? A damn link. Buy my stuff, and I'm like, whoa! I don't even know what it is. Like, why would I buy from you? Because at the end of the day, I you gotta first address what the problem is. Do you have the cure for the problem, and does it fit my problem? So
Well,
a
yeah.
lot of people.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, no, I'm done.
No, well, the thing is, in the game of marketing and marketing yourself and what you have, I've always believed in underselling and over delivering. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Um, don't really push. I don't like to force people to feel like they have to. I want them to feel and see the value first. And once they are able to see the value, they buy. That's the buy-in, the value of how it makes them feel of whatever it is I'm giving them. Especially with the Uber, I undersold. They get as soon as I always expect experience. That was a thing that I learned. Matter of fact, the funny thing is, my mentor showed me like in 1980, 82, 1983. I'm going back here. Everything's in black and white. He showed me what is called it was called Prince marketing. That's how he did it. Prince marketing. So what Prince marketing that he showed me was this. All right. So what Prince would do is once he finished an album, he's already working on the next album. He's thinking like 5 moves ahead. He's working on the next album, the next look, the next whatever. He's always working late at night. That's one thing about me I learned. I rarely go to sleep. I mean, I sleep 3 or 4 hours a day. So I mean, I'm cool with that. But that's what I learned at a young age that you always got to it's like I'm always working. Even when I'm on vacation, I'm working. When I'm sleeping, I'm working. I got to listen to classical music just to close my mind off. But I'm
Hmm.
always at that. But that was what I learned at a young age. That's what got him his success through what my mentor was teaching me was that he was looking down the line, but he was always working. He would come up with an idea, He would put it in the vault, and then when it's time to pull the idea out, whenever it is, he'll pull it out, lay some tracks down and all that, and then put it back in. And so that's some of the stuff I learned, that always hustle. It was like a hustle mentality that I learned at a young age. So, and I just carried that over and still doing it today.
That's smart right there. A lot of people don't think like that. I think a lot of people get it misconstrued, which I had to deprogram my mind for. I mean, I had to go through some series of things in my life to just wake up. Some of the things that I seen people talk about was go to school, good grades. Once you get your good grades, go work for someone, and then you can just do your 20, 30 years and retire. But the catch was, it was a thing back in 1990s called NAFTA, and with NAFTA, fucking jobs went down the street, literally.
Well, yeah. Well, there's another. I forgot about the other hustle. There's another hustle I have. I've got to tell you, dude, like going on what you're saying. And this is one I do now. Uh, I learned about now again. I'm lucky enough sometimes to hang out with one percenters. I'm talking about people that make high six, high seven figure salaries and stuff. At the and hang out with them, country club, all that other stuff. That's here nor there. But what I learned was they showed me a show called Shark Tank. All right. So Shark Tank is billionaires that sit and give you free advice. That's basically where you got billionaires who you would have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get in a room with these people. They're giving free advice. Now, that wasn't the thing how my mind worked. The way my mind worked was, the thing about the billionaires is they always like to win. And they're always going to bet on a sure thing. And if that sure thing doesn't work, they're going to do what they can to make it a sure thing. So this is how my mind was working. So what I started to realize is that, okay, I need to look at what they're buying. And once I see what they're buying, when they start to release stock, when they go public and they start to release stock, that's when you got to invest, because they got a shark behind them that wants to make money. So he's not in this to lose money. So that's some of the thing. I mean, I have stock in oil and stuff like that. My stock is terrible, right, man. I'm so sad when I talk about oil. I used to like it when it was like $4 an hour or a barrel, But anyway, but what I'm saying is that that's part, like you're saying, when you can't in this day and age be satisfied with a 9 to 5. You can't be, because some people are having 9 to 5 that are living paycheck to paycheck. You know what I mean? Living paycheck to paycheck. And what people don't understand is, one day you blink and you're 18. One day you blink, you're 34. You blink again, you're in your 40s. You blink again, you're in your 50s or 60s, and you're wondering, where's the time gone? And what do I have set up for me? Because we're all going to get old, and eventually we're going to have to be taken care of on some certain level. I'm not saying a high level, but we've got to save for our future. As soon as you get out of high school, you got to start. You got to start working towards your. I won't say your demise, but close to your end game. And a lot of people don't do that. And the best thing my dad did for me, because we're Army guys. My dad told me 2 questions. He gave me 2 choices: go to college, go to the Army, or get out my house. And I was like, you know what? I'm going Army. I'm gonna go to Army. And man, it was the best thing ever, man.
Oh, yeah, man, I feel you right there. My dad was in the army too, so he wasn't playing that. He was like, "No, man, you college or military, or whatnot." And I was like, "Okay, I go to college or whatnot." But I mean, I learned so much in college, but at the end of the day, that was that mindset where you must go work for someone. But I'm like, you're not going to be a rich person working for someone. You have to be able to have multiple streams of income and
Yeah.
in that mindset. So if you're doing here, like you're saying, I got this, I got there, that's multiple streams. So if something happens at that job, which happened to my family, unfortunately, my mom was working in North Carolina, just like my father, doing the textile industry era back in the 80s. Everything's good. 90s come through, layoffs takes place. Out of a job now, you got to start over. Fortunately, my mom was able. She's now at the point where she can retire. But my father got laid off 2 times, and the first time he got laid off, he was like 24 years in, so he had 6 more years. And I said, nope, you're done. We give you a severance package, but it's not a retirement package. So then he worked for another company. They let him go. I think 10 years later, another layoff. And my sister, she had got laid off too over some dumb shit. He's like, oh, they say that you say something to this guy that's at work. No, I didn't. Start arguing with us. You're fired. So I'm like, no, I don't like that. And at the end of the day, you have leverage. And I like that leverage. So someone say, well, I don't like you. Well, you can kiss my ass. That's what that's
Yeah.
the dream that I tell a lot of people. It's like a lot of people think that's radical, but it's not radical. I think when I first started into like affiliate marketing and multiple streams of income, we would say
Yeah.
that a lot of people thought, oh man, that sounds like a scheme or whatnot. But I said, well, let's think about it for a second. What's the bigger scheme? Is the bigger scheme that you're trading in your time for money and you're not making your money work for you, or you're working for your money, you're trading in that time, that 9 to 5, hoping that you can get that 401k, hope that they match it eventually, then they let you go, say, sorry, Bob, I gotta lay you off, and then your wife leaves you, or you go crazy, things of that sort. And they got mad at me. That's why I don't have many friends now. So, so that's some of the things right there. So, I mean, it is what it is. So let's see. I think I got someone over here asking me questions of, how long have you been doing Amazon? They asking me.
I've been doing Amazon for wait a second. I mean, I'll show y'all live on the air because they always tell me like what. Let me see, where is it at? It's the offers calendar earnings. I'll tell you in one sec. Where is it at? Is there earnings or is it a hub? There's a hub. I guess they took the hub down. The hub was a thing
Mm.
that tell you how good you were, and they would like pat you on your head or something. So let me see. Well, no, okay. Well, I've been doing Amazon. I've been doing Amazon for about 3 years now.
Hmm.
And let me tell you how beautiful it is. It doesn't even, it's not even fair. Like, okay, let me give you. Okay, I'm gonna show you a live example of a job. Okay, because you don't always post jobs and stuff. So I'm gonna give you an example of an Amazon job, everybody, and show you the beauty of Amazon. Like, all right, now shoot, hold on a second. So let me see here. Give me 2 seconds. Hit that button there. All right, now I can go. Okay, here's an M. Okay, let me give you an example. All right, here you go. Let's see here. Here's an example. Here you go. All right, so this is not a okay. Here's an example. Okay, let me show you right there. So here's an example of Amazon job. All right, this is just a little example. Okay, so you got 3 hours at $69, right? But you're not really doing. It's only a 2 hour job. It's not even a 3 hour job. They just got it as 3 hours. You always got to subtract an hour off of the job that they give you. Like, and the numbers, they go up from $72. I mean, they're just, here you go. 4 hours at $72, which is really 3 hours at $72. And you do the math. And once you get the thing, here's the map. They will send you a map, and look, see how everything's all close. Here's what I tell you: everything, every. They make sure they give you all the jobs that's close. Let me see. This one. All right, here you go. This is one I want to show you. There you go. This is a food one. All right, see that right there? Okay, hour and 30 minutes, which is really an hour. $22 for that hour, but $43 in tips that you can make. So it's just not fair. It's just they just kicking out money, man. It's just yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So
You could work a few of those jobs every day and you really be set,
yeah,
basically.
here's a set one right here. Hour to go, an hour job, really hour and 30, $40 for the hour, plus $61 worth of tips. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
And then when you get done with that job, you can grab another job after you're done with that job. So it's just not fair how easy it is, man. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
I think a lot of people sleeping on that. I mean,
Yeah.
guys, if you're looking at this right now, and I see a few people in here looking, I see the numbers or whatnot, and you're talking about your money looking funny, I suggest that y'all definitely go look at Amazon. I'm not playing around. I mean, if you say, well, I don't know how to do affiliate marketing, well, you don't have to do affiliate marketing. You can do this right here. It doesn't matter how you get your money as long as you get the money the way you feel comfortable. And I think this looks pretty good. I'm seeing $81 one thing, $72, $32. I'm like, come on, God, or $63. Excuse me, I'm
Yeah.
dyslexic today.
Yeah. Yeah. but but that's the beautiful thing about the hustle. See, a lot of people have to understand this. The hustle mentality is not sitting around being on Facebook all day. It's not gossiping and doing all this stuff. You have to be laser focused, and people have to understand that you've got to cut out. Like you were saying, you don't have many friends. I've got people I'm cool with, but I'm my only friend I need because I'm so busy hustling. It's either you're going to ride with me or I'm going to leave you in the dust because I don't want to deal with somebody that's driving through my neighborhood. I want the guy that wants to move in down the street. So for me, I'm always hustling because the money's out. We are in a time right now where the money is out there on the World Wide Web. Now again, remember I'm from before the web. So there was a time where you really had to hustle, hustle, hustle. But now we have access to everybody around the world that's plugged in. So one thing I used to always do is I used to do a thing like Stomp the Dean. You tell me your talent, and I could come up with something you could do automatically to begin to make money because we all have talents, but we just don't know how to take that talent, carry it over, and make paper out of it, brother.
Exactly. That's exactly what we're talking about. A lot of people just sit there and they watch as it goes down and say, how that person get money? And then they hate. And I'm just like, we can't be like that. We got to think outside the box because if you're sitting to wait for a job to come for you, this is not the time to do that because it's not happening. So
Yeah.
you got to go jump in there. And like you say, it's not that hard. You go through the process. If they like you, you get put on and you just make these delivery runs,
Oh yeah.
long as you got yeah, I would say, as long as you got the internet, as long
Yeah.
as you got a telephone, I mean, I mean, you're pretty straight. As long as you got a vehicle, you're pretty straight right there.
Oh
So
yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, that's a lot of money. Is it hard to get those jobs? Do you get to
Oh,
choose which ones you go to, or?
yeah, they like I say, this is live right now. I mean, I'm just hitting the button live right now. If we went live right now and I went to offers, we go to offer. I mean, it's live right now. All right now they have 10 off. Right now they got 10 offers. Let me show you eight. They got no 11 offers. This is just right now, but here's the beautiful thing about Amazon. Okay, all they right now they had 54 and $57. But the closer you get to the time, they change the dollars. They just the starting point is 57 for some of these jobs. A 57 can end up as a 69 or a $72 job. So
Hmm.
it's a money game. You just wait and chill. So but that's the beautiful thing about it. Even the setup as far as the food, the delivery, it is the easiest thing that you can do without stress because all you're doing is you're kind of like an independent contractor. And for those out there who want to check, it's flex.amazon.com. Flex.amazon.com. For anybody, and you can see if there's in your area, flex.amazon.com. And it's beautiful because they work up to like from 9 to 11:30 delivering if you want. I mean, it's so great because you can work on your own time. Like for instance, you can work your 9 to 5. Let's say you work 9 to 5. You can get a seven to 8:30 job in the morning time. Go to your 9 to 5 job. After 5 o'clock, they're gonna have from 5:30 all the way up to about 9:30 as far as Amazon. But the delivery can go up to 11:30 at night, and you can stack paper. This is a way to you can do this 20 all week long and stack paper. But it's that you have to have a hustle mentality. You can't go in this expecting everything just to happen overnight. You just got to want it. And a lot of people say they want it, but their behaviors really don't line up with their actions, brother.
So they definitely got to go to flex.amazon.com, correct?
That's where they got to go.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so guys, I'm telling you, I got to do. So I already put it out there, so you see it. So I got it posted, guys. You definitely want to do that. I mean, don't be the type to sit on there and be like, "Well, I can wait this out." I'm telling you, longer you wait, because I hadn't heard anything about the jobs. I just got back in the United States. I was in Japan mostly. I was doing a deployment, and only thing I checked was people getting laid off left and right, and they're complaining like, "What do I do?" I'm like, "Look, man, there's the damn opportunity. Get off your ass and do it."
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
mean,
It's
I'm
beautiful. It's beautiful.
Let me ask you this. So, what some of the drops that you have to do? Have you had to lift anything heavy, like really heavy, or anything like a treadmill or any crazy
Oh,
shit like that? Or
oh no, it's boxes. It like okay, I'll show you. I'll show you. Man, it's oh man. Wait, before I tell you about the boxes, sometimes you get what I call the sun, moon, and stars lining up. I can't tell you how many jobs I had, an $81 job and they had no boxes. You got paid for the day. You didn't even have to, you didn't have to deliver. Or they would give you one or two boxes and you're done. So no, the boxes are not let me see. Let me give you let me show you how the boxes look. Give me 1 second. I'll pull that up just to give you an idea. Yeah, they're nothing. Some of them are heavy, but it won't hurt you as much. It's not that bad. It's the boxes are, let me show you. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up a box to show you what the rack looks like. What the here you go. This is what it looks like. So this right here was a 3.5 hour $81 job, and it was only probably 20 boxes, but it looks like this. That's it. You see what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, there are sometimes you
wow.
have more, but this is it. You get them, you scan them, and you throw them in and deliver them. I mean, but yeah, but the boxes are enough for you can fit in your car. Now, what I would say for some people, if you're in a small little car, you might have to rethink it because sometimes you're going to have a lot of boxes or a lot of packages, of flat envelopes and stuff. So,
Okay, that makes sense right there. So, hey guys, don't come out here with no moped or anything like that. Think, oh, I can do this, because some people think like that. You know that? Come on, some people like, I got a moped, I can do this. Like, no, you can't, man. So, I mean, that's something to think about. I know a lot of guys that are looking for that. I mean, this is nationwide, guys,
yeah.
and for me, I mean, I'm thinking of it like this: like, if you're looking to get money, like Dean said, you can do this. You can actually make some money. You don't have to wait for an ad in the newspaper or anything like that. We already posted it right in the ticker tape to go here. Just go there, check it out. I mean, that's something to do. Now, going away from Amazon, let's talk about the relationship gang. We gotta talk about that. I know you the man for that. That's why I met the dean. I met him on Blog Talk when I used to do Blog Talk. I used to do a relationship show too. And I mean, I met him. We talked. We chopped it up. I departed away. 10 years later, I'm back. But this is the man right there.
Oh, wait, I
Let's
just
see
want
what
to
he
go
got.
this right here. Again, this is the food stuff. See what I'm saying? See,
Mm,
$30, $60 in tips, $30, $60 in tips. So this is another one just to give you an idea. So yeah, but no, I'm listening to you.
wow.
Yeah, but yeah, so yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
That's
because people like, hey, what's up? Could I ask me why is that a picture of him with the ladies and stuff?
yeah, hey, but you ain't see that one right there though.
Oh wow.
Yes, yes, I am. Yeah, that's how I feel about myself. Yes, yes, those are ladies around me. That's how I feel about myself. Yes,
Yeah. So,
yes.
tell people about that. People want to know about the relationship stuff as well too, because for me, I believe in the law of attraction. Whether it's jobs, relationships, things that you want to have in your life, and some people are attracting the wrong things in their life right now, but they have no clue. So,
Yeah. Well, I believe in the law of man. So, what I what I do is I teach guys on to value themselves to where women want them instead of them running behind women. That's what I've been teaching over 30 years, but that's what I teach guys. I've been doing this for a long time, and a lot of guys don't value themselves. A lot of guys don't know their worth. Now, so no, ladies. Now for the ladies out there listening, I always say hi to the ladies on my show. For the ladies out there, what this show is to show you how real men think. All right, I try to help women, but they just don't want to listen. But the women, I do have an audience of women that listen to me, and they email me privately and stuff, but they love hearing the information that I give the men because I'm telling the guys, don't lie to women. You don't have to try to backdoor them. be honest with them and let them know what your intentions are. You know what I mean? That's what I always tell. See, a lot of guys can't do that, but that's my thing. I've been doing this for over 30 years, teaching them how to be men.
Interesting. That's the truth right there. Now, my question to it, like, why does it seem like most of the guys these days are scared to be truthful with women?
Well,
Some people don't understand that.
well, a lot. The problem is a lot of guys don't have anything to offer women, and I don't mean offer as in dinners and drinks. Is that a lot of guys live in what like I call the Wizard of Oz. You know, they portray this role of this great wizard, but as soon as you pull the curtain back, it's some little guy in the background pushing some buttons. And a lot of guys can't stand on any principles because a lot of guys have nothing to stand on because a lot of guys have never been taught how to stand on things, how to navigate not life, but navigate your name. And that's the only thing I teach them. I teach them the value of their name. It is everything that you are as a man is in your name. And a lot of people don't know what their name is, brother.
I see what you're saying. I see that. I see that where a lot of guys in the Navy, where I'm at now, we got the highest divorce rate in the Navy, and a lot of guys are not honest with themselves, not honest with the women. They have this facade, and I won't lie. I seen that in Thailand when we went to Pattaya. Oh God, I can't even say it's classified. That's how crazy it got.
Right.
So a lot of people, they're just trying to get their stuff together. I've seen where I was in a situation like that with someone. I was talking to someone, and I told them I'm not interested, and they would not take no for an answer. I said, "Look, if you come out here, don't be upset when I bring this lady with me." And she didn't want to hear it. She was like, "Yeah, okay, it's just like if I got this water in my hand and I'm gonna drink it. Oh, okay, whatever. I don't believe it." And we went out to the club and I let them meet each other. And not hell broke loose. She just like, okay, have fun, bye. Tyler, I'm upset. I said, why are you upset for? I thought you weren't gonna do it. I told you what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And
A
I mean,
lot of
she was cool. She was cool with it. She didn't get mad, but she was like shocked. I'm like, why are you shocked? So you're the first one to ever be honest with me.
well, you know what? A lot of guys don't understand relationships. A lot of guys think that you're supposed to argue and fight. That's not. No, that's a lie. That's what society tells you. A lot of guys understand that relationships are broken up into meeting and dating. That's one phase. Then there's the relationship phase. Then there's the living in together phase. And then there's the engagement phase and the marriage phase. And every phase that you go through as a man, you got to know what it is you're looking for in those phases because as a man, either we're going to go forward or fall back wherever we're at. So where I teach my clients and people that listen to me that when you meet a woman, this is not about sex. I always tell guys, I don't teach you how to have sex, even though women want to have sex with you. That's what happens. But what I tell them is you got to learn how to have a standard. You got to think your name as a hammer, like Thor's hammer. Is she even worthy enough of your time? You know what I mean? So every phase you go through, I teach them a set of different rules that they need to learn about because the woman is going up the mountain to get your name. And a lot of guys, what they'll do is they'll meet a woman and jump. They'll meet a woman and she'll disrespect them, have all kind of problems. And what do we do? He'll reward her with a relationship. Disrespect them and treat them bad. He'll reward her with Christmas gifts and Valentine's Day gifts. And what he'll say is, well, that's relationships. If you look around, everybody's like, well, happy life, happy wife. You got to make her happy and all this other, BS. So, a lot of men don't know what relationships are, my brother.
Yeah, I agree with that. I've seen that a lot where people just constantly complain, and say, "Why don't you just leave her?" No, man, you talking crazy, man. I love her. She loves me. I said, but she just left out and said, "Kiss my ass" in front of you.
That's the thing I always tell guys. I don't listen. I'm fine with a woman falling in love because she's emotional. Women should fall in love. I'm fine with that. But a man should not fall in love. He's got to fall into respect. And that's something I teach also. I don't fall in love because giving my love away is attached to my name. You don't get that. You have to get my time. You've got to get my respect, and then you've got to get a certain amount of things. You got to go up that mountain. So when he's saying he's in love, that means she is running the relationship because he's more emotionally invested than the woman, my brother.
I see. I understand. That's true. Now, what are some telltale signs for a guy who's a square? We'll just say square. We'll just say straight up, they're square. And y'all don't know what a square is. That's just a guy like he doesn't know anything. He's kind of like, oh, what's going on, guys? Things like that. And he's not hip to the clues. Like, what would be some telltale signs that a guy should avoid initially when he's approaching some of these women that have some of these issues?
All right, okay. You're asking me what should he have, what should he look for, or who should he be? Because they're all different. They're all different
So,
things.
So let's just say some typical clues, like kind of like a diagnostics, like a doctor say, hey, these are the symptoms. If you see these symptoms, you may have this.
All right,
So
all right.
a guy's walking up, approaching a girl. He see a bunch of girls. What are some of the girls he need to avoid? Like, this say based off conversation, some personality issues. Like, what would they need to just be like red flag in their head?
Yeah. Well. Oh, wait. Okay. Wait. See. Hold on. Well, what I'm saying is this. All right. I'm different. I'm I'm of the mindset that before you walk out that door, you got to fix yourself. You got to fix yourself. And what I'm saying is, as far as fixing yourself, you have got to know how to think independently. You've got to learn how to embrace your individuality. You've got to strive to learn how to build not a foundation off of hay and straw. You've got to build it off of bricks. I mean, you got to build principles, laws, rules, codes, narratives, vision statements, mission statements, and legacy statements of what not what you're looking for, but what is a woman worthy enough of your time. You see what I'm saying? So I don't want guys to go out there and look and search for it. I want it to happen organically. You know what I mean? It don't look for it because what a lot of guys don't understand, women know the game better than most men because they have been dealing with so many generic guys. And number two, more guys are afraid of women than women are men. So women are really running a lot of this stuff. So a woman can smell soft and weak. We call them grass-eating lions. Women can smell that from a mile away. So they will smile. They'll do like the Hansel and Gretel or Hansel and Gretel. They'll show you the gingerbread house and they'll draw you in. Go ahead and taste it. Get a sample. Come inside and see what happens. So,
That's true.
right. So a lot of guys, instead of looking for the woman of what the woman wants or looking for what they for, they need to know what they expect of the woman. See, it's just like a job. A woman is not going to disrespect the boss, the president, or the CEO of the company because she knows what's going to happen, right? Well, the most dangerous man is the man that can say no and the man that can walk away like your friend. He can't walk away. That's why he's losing because she knows that she's got power over him, big dog.
I see. I see what you're saying. And I'm scared for some of these guys like that because they get themselves into some trouble, with dealing with that type of heartache. I mean, it gets sometimes I've seen it where it got violent, where because I used to deal with FAP, and if y'all don't know what FAP is for the Navy, that's like a family advocate program basically. So for domestic violence, uh, most of these cases are the women beating up on the men. They
Well,
laying hands on the dude and dude's crying and stuff.
but if you think about what's that, I can't blame the woman. See, it sounds crazy, but I can never blame the woman for what she does to a guy because that's what I teach my clients. You train everybody on how to treat you. So what you have done is you trained her how to punch on you. So I can't get mad at the woman for doing what you allow her to do, but a lot of these guys are so caught up in the body that they are willing to take the body blows and the disrespect over something no bigger than the size of a quarter. You know what I mean? So that's why I tell them, man, this just like the hustle game, the man game is deep. It's not about just women. Matter of fact, the game even isn't even about women. If you think about it, it's just women are a part of the perks that come along with being a man.
I see what you're saying. I see where you're coming from. And I tell guys, man, if someone's gonna go and disrespect you, I mean, that's one thing my father taught me. It's like, look, don't get in an argument. You're not gonna win an argument. You just need to take action. Where if you know this person is just sitting there trying to disrespect you, you should know right then and there this person ain't seeing eye to eye with you. And I encountered some people like that. It was like basic stuff in the past where it was like, hey, can you help me out? Not money, not asking you give me a ride to the store, shit like that, but like just saying, hey, I just need you to do a search for a hotel. The blatant, this cussing out people, cussing me out like I'm a stranger, things like that. I said, "Well, we're done," and then and then we were done, right? So she seen me with someone else at the end of the day. Like this was like a week or two later. Contact me like, "Hey, I see you here. Okay, I don't need you to contact me no more. We're done. Done. Do not contact me. Do not disturb me. Thank you." I shut it down, and that's I don't think guys do that most of the time. They like, oh, I don't know. I'm gonna try to play both ends of the fence. I say,
They
don't do it. It ain't worth it.
they can't do it because they don't know how, because they've never been taught value and worth. A lot of guys will see a woman and they, oh, you're so beautiful, you're so sexy, and oh my God, I want to get with you, and all this other stuff. They put themselves in a weak position. Where a man, on the other hand, what a man will do is say, look, you know what? Look, see, the beautiful thing about a man is all things. A man is romantic, sensual, sexy, seductive, smooth, dirty, kinky, nasty, freaky, naughty. A man is a barrage of things that he can offer a woman, because see, men don't understand emotional investing. Like, and that's the problem. What they don't understand, number one, is to ever never, I see a woman or meet a woman, I'm letting her know from jump, I'm a drama free man. I love to have fun. I mean, I'll throw water on you and hit you with a pillow, but don't take my kindness for weakness, because if anybody comes into my life that disrespects me, my kingdom, my castle, my world, yes, you will get a warning shot, because that's what a company would do, number one. But women are going to test you. See, and that's something the guys don't know. Women are always going to test to see if you're the real deal. That's why I always talk about her biting the gold. She's always going to bite the gold to see if you are fool's gold or the real deal. And if you're fool's gold, you're going to be treated like a fool. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I got value. So I'm like, hey, look, I see, I have and I teach a thing that guys realize they can't have, and that's options. See, women come in the game with options. That means, like you said before, they got their chauffeur, they got a Rolodex of guy options. They got the chauffeur, they got the guy that put up their Christmas and Halloween lights. They got Mr. Fix It. They got the guy that'll buy them dinners and drinks. They got the bank accounts that'll pay bills and give them money if they want it. So they have, and the shoulder to cry on. I forgot him too. They have options. But what I'm telling the guys is that we can have options too. You can have, now I'm not saying you, well, it's part of it. You can have your own roster. You have a woman that cooks breakfast for you in the morning, a one that cooks breakfast for you in the evening, one that does dinner. You can have your masseuse. You can have your nurse. You can have options, but when a woman realizes you're not wanted by other women, they don't want to have anything to do with you. And that's the problem. A lot of these guys are one trick ponies or one trick Charlies. You know what I mean?
I see. I understand what you're saying too. Yeah, that's the truth. A lot of people come off and you know, I don't know. I don't know where they get that mentality. I don't know if there's something on TV.
That's right.
Maybe they seeing you say a lot of things. Yeah, I mean, I seen it on board a ship. Like me being in the Navy for roughly 10 years, I see a lot of guys get buried like really bad. Like they're like, man, I'll never forget what happened was back in 2000. 2011, 2012. This is like initially when I got into the Navy, and the guy basically was, talking to his girl, things like that. You know how typical dudes talk. I mean, you've been in the military, this and that. She done sent him a letter telling him I've been having sex with the guy next door, and you're done. And a guy just start breaking down crying out, and he was like, F the Navy, it's the Navy's fault. And I'm like, how's it the Navy's fault, man? Like, it's the Navy's fault. I'm gonna get out and be a police officer. I'm like, okay, I don't know where this energy's coming from. You was messing with oil the other day. Now you telling me you're gonna be a cop.
It's a lot of feminine energy going on today with these young boys where they don't understand what's happened. You know, a lot of these young boys have been coddled. A lot of these young men have no sense of self. A lot of these young men are just waiting. They're like a kite. You know, you throw a kite in the air, and wherever the wind blows it, that's where they'll go. So that's the kind of mentality they have because they never had anybody in their life tell them that they have worth and value. And like I said before, a man that can walk away and say no, and I didn't say it was going to be sunshine and rainbows. It's going to sting. It may hurt a little bit, but those are things that are part of your life as a man, your journey towards your greatness in your name, man.
Exactly, that's the truth right there. And I just think back how my grandpas were, my dad. My dad's still alive, and he didn't put up with that mess. I mean, I remember, when parents arguing, my dad didn't sit there argue back. He's like, look, I'm not putting up with this. And he's like, we're gonna shut this down, and it was shut down. You get up in age now, but like growing up seeing that, it's like that's how it's supposed to be.
What was the song? What was the song? Papa was a what? What was Papa?
Yeah,
Papa was a
Rolling.
dad. They don't even know about Papa being a Rolling Stone. Look, Papa, you know what I'm talking about. Papa,
Yeah,
Papa didn't play. Listen, look, I'm here for you, baby, but look, I'm not going to be here if you are fighting me on being lead of this household. I'm gone. And men don't value themselves enough to say goodbye. And here's the crazy thing about it. The more you say goodbye, the more women want you because women want what they can't have and they want what other women want. But what most guys are doing is here's my spine, here's my balls, here's my self respect. Tell me what I can do. And then what women do? They just take the crumbs and slide it off the table, and these crumb snatchers like, she's hugging me. Oh, I get to have sex on her terms. I get to hang out with her on her terms and all that. So they accept the crumbs. Men are not crumb snatchers, brother.
exactly, exactly. You tell the truth about that because my boy was going through issues like that where his girl was constantly yelling and yelling. He said, I might break up with her. I said, why don't you just tell her that? Tell her, hey man, if you keep getting in my ear like this, we're done. And he mentioned it. He said he annoyed her, and he told her that. She changed her tone real quick. I was like, wow. I was
Mhm.
like, damn. So he was happy, but he said, it worked, man. It worked. It worked. I'm like, well, he said, man, you got magic powers. I don't got no magic powers.
You see, guys don't believe in themselves. They just don't believe that they should get treated well. For some reason, they think that it's okay for somebody to talk down to you or crazy to you. That's why I always say fall into respect because I can't love you if you don't respect me. It just doesn't work that way, man.
That's very true. That's true. Because I mean, at the end of the day, you got to love yourself. You can't just sit there and go through that nonsense. And I don't know. I don't know if the guys are just looking at the basic things. Like I seen some guys that was like, "Hey man, I'm just gonna trick off my money to get me some butt." I said, "Well, that's you. So you got to do it too." I said, "No, I don't have to do it. I know how to talk to women to get what I want if I want that."
Mhm.
And they argue and debate about that. But I'm like, if that's what you're looking for, go ahead and go for it. But it's like if you're looking for a foundation relationship, you're gonna have to go deeper, and you can't just go for this. I mean, I ain't telling you go talk to no big fat woman, of course not. But you want someone who got something in their head and in their mind, and not sitting here arguing every 5 minutes because they bored.
Guys will never imagine a day in which women will throw themselves at them. They never imagine that Christmas that women are buying you gifts. Valentine's Day, they're cooking for you and giving you flowers. Even yeah, but that's what they do. I'm just saying. But they can never imagine women wanting them And that's why I teach these guys. It's possible. I want to show you something that what I'm talking about because I mean I've got several text messages from my clients. They always send, I always post on the show. But I want to wait. Let me see. I'll just play something, a voice message. Listen to this. This is unscripted. Listen, here we go. Steve, man. Oh wait, that's client. That's client. That's client. Yeah, sorry, man. Wait, that's a client. That's my client talking to me. But I got to get the chick talking. But he sent a photo of the woman buying his favorite foods, stacking the refrigerator with his favorite drinks, and he's not even in a relationship with her. He just goes over there and smashes, and she sees the value in him so much that she set up her crib to his liking just to get a little bit of his time, man. I'm gonna find the audio, but yeah, I mean, but that's what I teach my guys, that you can have that lifestyle that nobody's ever teaching you about, man.
You're telling the truth right there. And I experienced that as well too. It's like, hey, you don't gotta worry about anything, everything's covered. And then you got some people like, well, no, that's not normal. I said, why is it not normal? And so, well, I was taught. I said, who taught you that? I said, okay, that's why.
It's not normal to you. You see what I'm saying? It's normal, but it's just not normal to you because you have never even seen yourself as well. Why do you think I have this above me? Because that's how I see myself. That's how arrogant I am. I am arrogant, cocky, conceited, and very selfish. But I know how to make a woman's toes curl mentally, though. So come on now.
That's a smart thing right there. I mean, I tell guys that they gotta have self confidence. I mean, I don't know how you can instill self confidence in someone that is just like, oh, I don't know what to do. It's like you just gotta be in the right mindset. I think, like you say right here, the man mindset. You gotta have that man mindset,
Yes.
and
Yeah,
I don't know.
you can coach guys and all that stuff to it, and that's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna hit a button of a woman. Let me just find a woman saying something so y'all can get an idea of what it's like when you get messages every morning from a bunch of women saying good morning and I miss you and I want to see you. What are you doing? Where you at? Can I come over and see you? Can I be with you right now? Let's just hit this one. What's this one right here? It literally starts off like, listen, oh wait, listen. Hey, don't I know you from somewhere? I'm like, no, bitch. Yeah, you play football with Michael Coleman. I'm like, oh, yeah, Mike's my boy. How is he? I hope he's doing well. Yeah, so okay. So okay. That's his friend. That's his friend complaining that the women are using him, asking him how he's doing to ask how the real question of how's the other guy doing. You see what I'm saying? That's just his friend saying that. I mean, here's the refrigerator. Like this is the refrigerator that she's got it stacked. She's got all his favorite things stacked right there, as you can see.
That's nice.
And here's the best one. Let me just throw one at you right here. Here you go. I mean, I'm just throwing one at you. Here you go. So here's a message. Now he gets tons of these messages, but what did it say? Oh wait, this is kind of dirty. Wait, I'm sorry. That's kind of a. All right. Let's see here. Let me give you something that's more PG, where it's not that. All right, here you go. Maybe here's one. Here's one. All right. So here's somebody right here. So here's a message. What she's saying. Okay. Zoom in. I think vodka was the finishing touch. You had a good time with your friend. We'll set something up real soon. No worries. And then what she says, just keep looking at all those pictures of you on my mind is wandering. Now, what is she wandering? Now, this is the woman talking in the blue, okay? All right. See, you really want to know? Wait, she's saying to her, you really want to know? You waiting to hear me say something sweet? She said, good question. I want the truth. Does that make me sound slutty? Right? See, but again, these are the women. This is stuff from the women. Look, I do value honesty and I value sex and sexual energy. It's important. Also, I think it's fun to talk about. You see what I'm saying? But what she say? Do you think? Yeah. See, guys think that this isn't real. They don't think women out there are out there being aggressive to the men. They're just not. They're not going to do it if your kitty cat. I don't know if I can cuss, so I just say kitty cat. If your kitty cat is tighter than hers, then why would she? You know what I mean? You know. Shit, come on. I'm just saying. I got the flag I even teach them poetry. You go to my one thing I do that I always tell that I always have a fan of women is that I write. I've always been writing poetry since the fifth grade, and I tell them the thing that gets your mouthpiece. See what people don't understand when it comes to poetry, right? Think about rap. Rap is poetry. They just don't understand it. Everything is words. You know, words are poetry. But where do you think the group? Why do you think groupies fall in love or lust with these artists? It's because the words are moving something on their emotion. If emotions was a circle, it'd be hitting it right. But I tell guys, you got to learn how to spit that yak. You know what I mean? Just put that flavor in her ear. You know what I mean? Like, let me give you an example. I always tell guys flavor in her ear and flavor in her eye. Okay. Now, easy way I can do this, and you can ask your friends. I always ask my clients or new guys, do you have any wine above your bed? They're like, what are you talking about? I say, wait, do you have wine above your bed? They're like, no. Well, then why don't you? But why would I have wine above my bed? Why? Because that's one question she's going to ask you when you're on video with her or you're taking a photo. She's going to wonder why you have wine above your bed. You want to know why I have wine above my bed? Because I'm so lazy and going in the kitchen when I have a woman over my place. There's nothing like having wine above my bed so she can taste it. Then it gives me the opportunity to see how it tastes on her. Yeah, me. See that right there? You know what I'm saying? That's flavor right there. You see? But these guys are like, what do you do for a living? When was your last boyfriend? Where you want to go? I don't ask those questions. Or for instance, one more. The shower. I ask them, well, do you have colored water showers? You know, showers that change colors. They say no. I said, why not? Because when you do it right and you know you get a selfie from her in the shower, she's gonna want to see one of you, and she sees that different color water. She's gonna be like, "What app is that?" No, baby, that's not an app. That's just something I have when a woman comes over. It's nothing like turning off the lights because why? It's nothing like seeing the silhouette of her body when I spell the words on her body with my lips and my tongue. And then the music that's playing in the background I would have is the rhythm that we're gonna have together as we are, you know, doing that blah blah blah. But what I would say for these guys is like, you know what? Hey, look, why don't we have a little bit of fun tonight? When you take a shower, turn off the lights, put some music on, and you know what? Let that towel be my lips and my tongue. And why don't you let me explore you and tell me about the experience? How many guys talk that way? See, that's what I'm talking. They don't even get on that level. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You telling the truth. You're telling the truth. A lot of guys don't think that way. They're like, they think kind of like rudimentary, basically. They don't think as okay, I can expand this out, and it's not hard to do that. I think they're scared. I think honestly, I think they're scared of what they may say and gonna offend a woman. And I mean, we're all adults. Just be adults.
Well, that's why okay. That's why I always tell guys when you first meet a woman, you let her know number one why you came over there, and you let her know what your intentions are. I want to get to know you in a more intimate way. Why do I say intimacy? Because intimacy is a broad range of physical activity. Intimacy could be a hug, it could be holding hands, it could be a soft kiss, it could be taking, that's the light side, but you know the other side of it. When I say I want to be intimate with you, I'm saying I don't want to be your friend. I'm not here to be your buddy and hang out with you so she can complain about Luke. Well, can you come over here because Luke is getting on my nerves today and I just want to know, I'm not him. I'm not that guy. But that's why I always tell my guys, I want her to know where I'm coming from. Why? I don't need to tell a woman I want to F her. I tell them guys don't do that. Why? Because once a woman notices you noticing her, she knows that you already want to do that. So you don't need to reinforce something that she already knows. But what's so great about it is this, let me tell you, this setup is so beautiful. Because when I tell a woman I want to get to know her intimately, she's gonna be like, well, what are your real intentions? What do you mean by intimate? You just want to sleep with me? And then here's the truth of the matter. This is why I tell all my guys. The truth of the matter is I don't want to sleep with you. And that's the truth. And she will be, well, if you don't want to sleep with me, well, then what are you doing? Well, the truth of the matter is, I'm trying to show you why you should be sleeping with me. That's That's the truth. I'm not. That's the truth. I'm not going out of my way to sleep with you. I'm going to show you through my skills, my mouthpiece, and me being able to touch you without touching you, i.e., the shower. Yeah, I mean that I'm going to show you that I'm that purse, that dress, and that pair of shoes that you want real bad.
Truth right there. That's some true stuff right there. So, I mean, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Any questions, any comments in the audience right now that are looking? Because I know we already lapsed over a little bit. I know it's gonna make this roughly an hour. Okay, someone say, how can they get into your coaching course?
Guys, all you got to do is see this right there, the man mindset. I want you to do two things. First, I don't want you to believe anything that I say. I'm the only one who will tell you that. Don't believe me. See it for yourself. Go to themanmindset.com. You will see in two videos where I had live on the air on my show, where I had people that called in my show. I had them, they listened to my words and they got their women off live on the air. Made her come a few times. But that's just showing you the power that I have. But you'll see my receipts on the front page. But you'll also have a free starter kit. For everybody that's new, there's a free starter kit. Or if you're ready to learn, send me your number at themanmindset@gmail.com. So send me your number. I'll call you and we'll set things up. But before you do that, I don't want you to believe me. I want you to do your homework because that's what smart people do. Do your homework on me. Look at my receipts. I teach you how to cook. I teach you about women. I teach you how to write poetry. I teach you a barrage of things to do. And there's a free approach boot camp that's also in the free starter pack. So I give you tons of free stuff, man. So that's how to get at me, man.
Okay, guys, y'all hear that? That's the truth right there. Any final words that you want to give to the audience that's listening? Because a lot of people are bugging me on my phone, like, oh, like,
They buggy. What are they saying? They mad?
like, oh, is this free? Is this free? I say it's on. We're listening right now. So people are like, oh my god, I can't believe it's a lot of ladies on here. They're like they're loving this.
That's the thing about it, ladies. I have a lot of lady people, women that listen. Ladies, go to the man mindset, go to the free stuff, and click on the erotic poetry and listen at me spit yak. I'm telling you, I've been doing. See, here's the thing. I've been doing this since I was 9. I'm old right now. I'll be 49 in August. So I've been doing this for almost 40 years, but I've been teaching for 30. But the thing is that for ladies, I got something for you. If you want some flavor in your ear at night, just go to my erotic poetry and listen to it. I always write poetry all the time, and it's free for the guys because I'm trying to teach the guys also that it's not about see, women are different. It's not about the physical with the woman. It's the intimacy, it's the emotion, it's the mental connection that you can have with her. When you have that mental connection and you can make her toes curl in between her ears by making her feel sexy and making her feel now again, I'm not telling her cupcake and kiss her ass, you know what I mean? I'm saying that, you know what? I'm a man and I know women and I know I ain't him. I ain't your man. I ain't your husband. I ain't your boyfriend. I ain't the guy you injured. I'm not those guys. I'm only me. But if you take this Willy Wonka golden ticket and come into my sexual amusement park, then I'm going to take your mind, your body, your thoughts, and everything that you have in between on a ride that you've never seen before. That's what I'm talking about at the end of the day, brother.
Nice, nice, nice. Now, I know you got your own show. Is it the manmindset .com? It's where they can listen to your show.
Yeah, they can just go or YouTube, just type up the man mindset. Or they can, just type it up on YouTube. And because we always kicking out shows all the time. But please understand, my shows are hardcore for men. Okay, ladies, it's for men. But ladies, we always welcome you. You can call in, you can give me an opinion or hit me up on the back end. I always, like I told you, I get the women to hit me on the back end. They just sit in the room and watch what I do. But they can always participate. You know, it's all good. But yeah, that's how they get in touch with us. The man mindset.
Okay, guys. So you heard that. That's the facts. That's what everything's laid out. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, guys. I thank you. The dean has been here. He has blessed us. We definitely gonna have him come back because I see. This was supposed to be a business show. It ended up being a relationship show, and all the ladies blew up my phone. Like, I want to know. I want to know more.
Hey, ladies, like I say, real quick, without just one for you ladies, okay? Let me show how I teach guys how to touch you. Like I said before, your homework assignment, ladies, is this: go ahead and turn out the lights tonight when you take a shower. Go ahead and put on your favorite music. Turn on your shower lights, and then whoever you're thinking about, let his lips and his tongue guide through your body and watch the mental experience you're gonna get. Watch what you get. Watch what's gonna happen when you do that. And that's the power for this thing, man. I love touching women without touching them, and that's part of the poetry as well. It shows that look, if I can touch you without touching you, what you think is going to happen when you walk through that door? I grab you, look you up and down, twirl you around, bring you close to me, whisper in your ear how soft and sexy your skin is, how smooth and lovely your perfume is, and how excited I am to see you, to bring you in, push you back up against that door, and start giving you some soft kisses. Come on, man. This is what I'm talking about, man. But most guys don't talk this way, you know what I mean? Because they ain't got it.
Yeah, they ain't gonna have it. But I mean, he's got the book, so they better go read that book and recite it. So it is what it is. So I appreciate you, man. Again, guys, tune in. This is also gonna be on YouTube, and it's gonna be on replay, and it's gonna be feeding out to a lot of folks that are listening to this. Okay, so if you haven't already, guys, please. This is for my YouTube folks.
Yes.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Please check out the main mindset.com so you can get on tune and get onto YouTube as well too and subscribe. All
Appreciate
right, guys, I thank you for tuning in. Thank you, the Dean.
it. Thank
Again, my name is Luke Brooks. Welcome to another edition of Passive Income slash the Relationship Show here.
you.
I wish everyone well. Good night. God bless you and take care. God bless.
Hey.